Daily Express columnist Nick Ferrari has taken aim at Sir Keir Starmer as he faces pressure to impose a wealth tax on the country's rich list. LBC's Nick Ferrari took down Labour's new wealth tax proposals as Sir Keir Starmer faces mounting pressure to impose higher taxes on Britain's richest. Former Labour leader Lord Kinnock said the government should be willing to explore slapping a 2% annual tax on assets about £10 million, raising up to £11 billion a year to plug holes in the Treasury's finances. Backing the idea were 5 of Labour's biggest union paymasters, including Unison, USTOR, and the Fire Brigades Union, who claimed such a move would be equitable than cutting welfare or raising income tax for ordinary workers. Now, the Daily Express columnist has shared his concerns for the proposals during his Monday morning radio show, July 7. He pointed out, it's the idea to which the Labour Party turns, make the wealthy pay more. Are they not aware, and I think it's this week that we'll learn the figure, but you are talking about tens of thousands of rich businessmen and women, millionaires and billionaires, who have left this country. They're going to places such as Dubai or Italy where they're far more in tune, and you can buy yourself a golden visa or whatever they call it to go and live in Italy. I think you give them €250,000, £215,600, or whatever. People are leaving and taking with them, we don't know yet, but it is billions of pounds. It's a strange look for a country that at the airports, billionaires and millionaires are forming an orderly queue to leave, taking their money with them, and obviously firing staff. The broadcaster went on to point out the extremely wealthy may often hire staff to help them in everyday life, which could lead to further job losses should they move abroad. He explained, "Look, this is not a life I know, but if I had that kind of money and I had a big house in the Cotswolds, I'd probably have a couple of gardeners, I'd probably have a chef, I'd have a driver, boom, gone. People losing their jobs. I'd probably keep horses, so there we go, no work for the farriers, and on and on." Now I know some of you are saying, good luck, good riddance, let them go. I don't know that makes a lot of economic sense, so, I say again, a nation where they're forming queues at Heathrow Airport if the boss is awake and manages to keep it open for a day. Meanwhile at our shores people are coming over with absolutely nothing in their tens of thousands. So, we lose 15,000 to 20,000 rich men and women and we gain 22,000 people who are asylum seekers, penniless, we don't know their background, potentially some of them perhaps Russian infiltrators. It didn't take long before fans flooded to X, formerly known as Twitter, to share their similar concerns online. One user penned, "The rich are leaving, and the poor are coming. What exactly do people think will happen to the country overall? This isn't difficult." Another pointed out, the pot doesn't just refill itself, without people contributing tax. Without the spending power of millionaires and the jobs they help create, the whole system suffers. A third echoed, "Not very patriotic are they? What happened to the 'we are all in this together' mantra?"